Barron understands the importance of establishing that sensible center ground. He knows that this politics of divide to conquer or polarize to achieve power that Karl Rove and the people who take his advice have followed these last several years is not the path to a greater America. He knows that we need to try and reconcile our differences and come together as one people with a common destiny based on a common heritage. Democrats, independents, and reasonable Republicans all working together to fulfill our potential. That's what this election is all about. He knows it's about asking the American people to not listen to these negative ads and all these attack things that tear people down. You know, the good news about this election, they can call Barron Hill all the names they want to. Come Wednesday morning, we're going to call him Congressman if you get out to work over these next few days. They tell the line, I've seen Barron Hill, he's probably going to say this when he comes on in. These ads have been so nasty, even his dog barks at him when he goes home. I mean, how bad is that? I was up, you know, on a somewhat more serious note. I just came from Logansport campaigning with Joe Donnelly, who's going to be the next congressman from the 2nd Congressional District in northern Indiana. Fine young man. I've known for more than 20 years. Good family man. And the ads up there have been so nasty. His children have come in and said, Dad, we hope you win. We want to help you win. But frankly, we just don't want to go into politics. We turn on the TV, we feel like we got to take a shower when they start running these ads. Doesn't have to be that way. Tune out that negative stuff. Barron's opponent telling you why he's no good, tearing him down, that doesn't tell us anything about where he wants to lead our country, what he's going to do to empower families across Columbus and Bartholomew County. Isn't that what this election ought to be about? True energy independence for the American people, so we're not dependent on important petroleum the way we are. You know what? 5 long years after the 9/11 attacks, we import more oil into this country than we did on 9/11. That's not good enough, and with Barron Hill in Congress, we'll begin to change the path that America is on. Endless deficits as far as the eye can see. The president likes to complain about runaway spending, but he signs bills like the bridges to nowhere, railroads to nowhere, $20 billion more every year in pork barrel spending. Not on health care, not on education, not on national security. Barron's going to help us change that kind of thing. I mean, think about this, and I love seeing some of the children here. Think about this. The most rapidly growing part of the federal budget over the next 5 years. It's not expected to be education spending for our children. It's not expected to be healthcare spending for people who are sick and need it. It's not even expected to be expenditures on defense and national security to fight the war on terror. Fastest growing part of the federal budget, and using your precious tax dollars over the next 5 years, is expected to be interest payments on the national debt. Think about that. Think about what that says about the values of people who are running the Congress today, the people who run the executive branch of government. Our chief legacy to our children should not be our unpaid bills. That is not how a great generation conducts itself. That's not how a responsible nation conducts itself. And with Barron Hill, we're going to put ourselves back on the path to a more fiscally responsible leadership. Affordable health care for the 48 million Americans who don't have it today. And reaching out to small businesses and others who are struggling to make ends meet to pay for those bills. That's something a great, generous nation needs to do. Making college more affordable for our middle-class citizens, pensions more secure, focusing on creating good quality job opportunities so that someone who works 40 hours a week in this country can live above the poverty line. Those are the kind of things that we need to be doing. And that's what's on the ballot here on November the 7th. Let me conclude just by saying a couple of things. And I'm going to get out and say hello to as many of you as I can before Barron gets here. I hope you won't let those on the other side divide us before this election. I hope you won't let them tear us down. We need to try and build this state and country up once again. We need to appeal to people's finest instincts rather than their baser fears. We need to let them know that with your help and God willing, we can have an American future worthy of our past. If we only begin to think about an America, not the way it is, but the way it might one day be. We don't have to settle for this mess in Washington. We can do better than that. We can have a country and a capital that our children can look at with pride and decency once again, saying those are leaders that we can be proud of. That's the kind of leader Barron Hill will be for this district. That's the kind of leader we'll be. That's That's what the election on Tuesday is all about. A better America, a better way. Get away from this fear and greed that's characterized our politics for too long. Let's be about hope and opportunity and togetherness in this country once again. That's what makes America